Hey there! So I'm just making this little video clip to accompany the modern beginner blanket that my daughter Haley just made. So I just want to show you the sample swatch that she used and how I taught her. But then I also suggest that you go to like Be Hooked Crochet for more even like professional videos on how to start and be a beginning crocheter. This is more for like if you've at least picked up a few tips. So anyway, this is how I make the starting loop to make the base chains right here. Just kind of pull it tight. Insert your hook and pull that tight. Hopefully you've practiced enough to know how to hold your yarn, but any way works. Everybody holds it differently, and that's fine. So this is called the chain, and I'm just going to chain 12. And let's see, how many have I made? 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The first two are considered your turning chains. So a half double crochet is yarning over and inserting your hook. And here's one thing that sometimes they don't ever tell you in beginning videos is, see this part of the chain? You could very easily go here, but that leaves like a saggy row for a blanket. What you want to do is try and go under these two loops. Kind of put your hook in there. And that will leave a nice finish on the bottom of your blanket. Yarn over, and a half double crochet, you just pull through all 3 loops that are on your hook. So here I am, finding that little spot. I hope you can see that. And that's why I suggest you use big yarn and a big hook, so you can see these things easy. Keep everything loose, keep the tension loose in your hand. Yarn over, and I'll speed this up. And just work each stitch, and by the end of the row, we should have 10 stitches. I had you initially chain 12. It's basically 10 plus 2. The 2 are the turning chain. And those turning chains never act as a stitch. They're just simply there to provide height up to the next row. Okay, here I am, almost to my last stitch. We'll stop and we'll count. It's my last stitch. Okay, so we're going to make sure that we've done 10. So count this first one right here, and sometimes just count the post too if you're confused. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You did it. This is a practice swatch. Now you're going to chain 2. That provides the height. Turn your project, and I've always learned that you turn it like you're turning the pages in a book. So towards you, you turn it over. And now you're going to work right into, and this is why I like half double crochet as a first beginning project. You clearly can see the hole that you're going to work into right there. Okay? A half double crochet, you'll see the V's on top, but then there's like a little V on the side. You're going to want to go right into there. So you're going to yarn over first, work right into that stitch, pull through. So it's yarn over first before you do the stitch, which is very similar for single crochet. All you do is just enter the stitch without yarning over first. So this is just one extra step beyond the single crochet. And I also believe that for a beginner, this is just a great stitch to use because it looks a little bit like complicated, even though it's really simple, but it adds like a little braid to the front of your work. Okay, before I get to the end of the row, this is where sometimes people get confused on this first row. So we had our 2 turning chains. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I'm working just into the 10th stitch. It's that last one, but sometimes it's tricky to see because it's connected to those other 2 turning chains that we used. Okay, so don't go into these turning chains. Those were just simply for height. Chain 2 and turn your project. Okay, now I'm going to work one more row, and then at the end of this row I'm just going to show you how to change colors. And that's all you'll really need to know to have a successful little modern crochet beginning blanket that I think you'd be okay to give this one away at, a baby shower or something, or for your friends. And the other benefit about this blanket is it's pretty mindless crochet, so you could definitely watch a show. Okay, here I am at the last stitch. It's always just a little bit hidden because you've got those 2 turning chains right there. So I'm going to yarn over like normal with the pink. I'm going to insert my hook and pull up that loop. But now I'm going to drop that, and I'm going to bring in the new color. And all you do is simply, here's the end, leave yourself a fairly long tail, just lay it over the hook like that, and pull it through. You've just changed color. Now just pull up the thing and do your 2 turning chains with the new color. Turn your work like a book, turn the page, and here you go. You're going to start on down your row again. So for beginners, I just think a project like this is perfect. And I guess what I should qualify is, like, it's not necessarily teaching you how to crochet this video. It is your beginning crochet project, something that's modern. You've already kind of learned the basics of how to chain. You've got your tension worked out, and now you're ready to do a project. This is a great first beginning project that I recommend. And it turns out really pretty. And Haley was really happy with how her blanket turned out. So thank you everybody for coming by. I hope this is helpful to you, and I hope you have a successful first blanket project, and I'd love to see it. So anytime you want to post a picture to my Facebook wall, I love sharing the pictures of your completed project, and tag me on Instagram, and I can try and share them up in my stories too. All right, thanks everyone.